Hello and welcome back to Crew 42's coverage of the 3Rivers Open, powered by Prodigy. Fort Wayne, Indiana is the location of this tournament. We are at our second course at Tillman Park. It is our MPO lead card for round 2. My name is Zachary, and on the commentator's mic, I will have Brian Papa Wolf joining me. Top 10 standings right now, 1 through 7, all within 2 strokes of each other. Our Concordia course was much more open. This one's going to be a much tighter Tillman course for us to compete against. We'll see how this impacts our players as they move forward into this course. Starting off with hole 1, 330 feet, par 3. You want to hang it out to the right side. Use the knoll in order to kind of keep it parked by the basket. The danger here is to throw too high and over it, and you're going to skip away. Wind can make putting pretty tricky on this hole in general. Tough hole for us to start off, but very birdieable for our card.
All right, with your 12:15 tee time for the 3Rivers Open, we've got your lead card for MPO. Teeing off first from Columbus, Ohio, shooting 8 under, tied for the lead, Tyler Horne.
Yeah, Tyler.
Tyler Horne starting us off here. Player who's played very well out here, very well known in the Ohio and Indiana area.
Yeah, Tyler is really well known throughout the Midwest. He's got over 550 PDGA events to his name and 139 wins.
Wow, very impressive.
Second, your co-leader, shooting 8 under from Columbia City, Indiana, Tim Loeffler.
We got Tim, local player here, more local I would say. Big power arm definitely helped him at the other course to shoot, tie for the lead here. This course is a little more wooded, a little more technical. We'll see how his game translates there. You see him drive past the basket with his drive here.
Third to tee off, shooting 7 under.
We've got
yesterday,
Edward back from round 2. Really excited to see what he does.
Last year's runner-up. This is an event he knows he can win. He likes playing at Tillman Park. He shoots very well here. He's very motivated to perform well here. Ooh, big skip.
Ooh, it's got to settle. Ooh.
And rounding out your lead card, shooting 7 under from Otsego, Minnesota, Alex Berg. Woo!
Alex has always got the fire jersey on, one of the best dressed players out there.
Yeah, you're right. He looked great last round too. Looking great this round. I can't wait to, if he makes lead card, I want to see what he's got tomorrow too.
Yeah, look good, throw good, something like that, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. And this is looking like a good shot too. Good curl up towards the basket. Park for his first birdie probably for the round.
Edward looks just to be about circled, maybe a little outside.
Sneaks it in.
And sneaks one in. I'm going to break some news for you right now.
Oh,
I don't want to ruin it.
Go for it. Ruin
this hole, airing around round 2, hole 1, at 0 bogeys.
Really? That's
It is the
surprising.
only hole on this entire course that had 0 bogeys.
Wow. That's a little surprising just because this hole can get away from people. You can see the flag kind of whipping in the wind a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But, that's good on the field. No one letting this one get away from him. Nice job.
Came at the second easiest hole out there.
Oh, interesting. We're going to have to see what hole took down the easiest, even with bogeys. Hole 2 now, though, par 4, 630 feet. The baseball field on the left side is considered OB. There's a painted line where the gap of the fence is, so you need to make sure your drive finishes to the right, and then from there you have your approach shot. The drone's kind of flying this kind of straight gap towards the basket. If you get too far to the right, you can throw a hyzer over that bush on the right side. You really don't want to land in it. It's pretty thick and pretty rough.
I do love when mixed-use parks like this one use a baseball outfield as an OB line. I just think it's really creative. The curvature blends well with a fairway. It's just really cool.
I think one of my favorite ones probably that is famous is probably the one at Ledgestone, right? Whatever hole that is in the front 9.
Yep, on Eureka Temp.
Yeah. Love that. Love the addition of it. Tyler's in a pretty good spot. Eddie's looking to do the same thing here. Just pump one out there. Don't go too far to the left, though.
That's got to get stable.
He's way up there.
Wow. That's going to be maybe a forehand approach from there.
Not too often you see people get pinched off with that bush by the basket. That is a monster drive.
Alex got a lot of airtime. Going to make the cameraman turn around and keeps it in bounds and lined up. That's beautiful.
Yep, great position. Should be just an upshot with a putter probably from there. Tim,
Excited to see Timothy's arm.
yeah, he's going to throw forehand here. He actually threw the unofficial winning drive in the long distance competition at this event. So he has lots of power available to him, but this is a hole he just recognized he's not going to reach, so he's just going to play for position and try to take the easy birdie.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
That checks up. Yeah, it looks like he knew what he was doing.
Just over that bush is going to be a great spot. Tyler now. If the catch cam can see you, you're sitting in a pretty good spot. This looks really easy. Yeah, he's very good with his putter. I think those are Nate Doss challies. He throws them from time to time as his upshots. He's so good at those. Makes light work of this hole.
Yeah, those old CT challies are money. As a chally putter myself.
Oh. It looks like Alex says he wants an easy tap in as well.
Yeah. And look at this angle for Edward. He did have to go to the forehand. But it works out. Look at this group.
Jeez, oh Pete's. Hole, was this the easiest hole based on how they're playing it?
No. No. This is one of the handful of holes that played, right at par. So This is pretty great.
Strokes on the field in general from our lead card. You'd expect that. They've been playing well so far. They're looking their carry over that good play from the last round. 4 essentially tap-in birdies here. Very impressive from our card.
Yeah. And you can see in the background, the wind is there, too.
Oh, absolutely. All right, we're going to start delving ourselves into the woods, and we're going to get some tricky holes, starting with hole 3, 355 feet. A tight technical hole here. Best play is to throw a forehand on a slight anhyzer with some stability. You got to get past that first big tree in the center of the fairway, then try to hyzer around this tree on the right side to attack this basket position. Biggest mistake is to turn over too early and get yourself into jail on the left side, or too early of a hyzer, and it's going to take away the birdie for sure. It's just so wooded in this area of the course.
Yeah, Tyler's got a pretty clean forehand, but it gets clipped up there and settles a little far off the fairway. It's going to be a little interesting second shot coming up. This is one of those holes that had about a third bogeys, a third pars, and a third birdies.
Oh. That one's a little deep, but it's going to be a putt. Ooh, the rare backhand.
I'm really excited to see what Alex Yeah.
This is such a tough shot. Oh, I didn't think he's going to go outside gap.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's going to
What a
work.
control shot, right in the middle of the fairway, yeah.
It is 355, but downhill. I didn't say that during the whole review, so if you're looking at these guys, like, wow, they're pumping forehands 355. It is downhill. They get a little reprieve. Probably plays us closer to 320.
Yeah. Nice shot.
Look at this.
That's the one.
Yeah, you can tell he's played here before. He knew his line right away.
I think that's going to leave us with Tyler farthest way out. He is underneath this canopy, and it's not looking good. Oh.
Get down, yeah. All right. That works out for him.
Yeah, making
That's
something
a
out of
seasoned pro
nothing.
knowing what to do.
For sure. Eddie from circle 2.
What a start for Eddie.
That's 3 for 3. He is making this look real easy so far.
Yeah, there we go.
Speaking of easy, there's Alex following him 3 for 3. These guys are shredding to start our round. Tyler and Tim, no slouches either. 2 for 3 to start us off. This is a great start from our lead card. They're looking to shoot hot this round. Move us over to hole 4. Things get real tight. One of the holes they adjusted from last year, they went to the longer tee pad, which narrows this very 4-foot window that you have to throw out of. Everything on the right and left of this fairway is absolute jail. It takes a full stroke to just pitch out. Once you get to the corner here, you're going to make a 90-degree turn to the left. You can't reach the basket from here, so it's all about position off the tee. Second shot here goes up towards this anthill as it comes out of the shadow there with this basket position at the very top of the hill. It is rollaway city. Big numbers can happen here. The second shot just has to hit that front hill, and you got to be smart enough to make the putt or lay up.
Yeah, when you say big numbers, you're not kidding. Over half the field bogeyed this hole.
Wow.
Or worse on round 2. So we saw the first drive get clipped up, and this is making me nervous.
Alex here got through the gap there. He's punching this a little deep, but looks like he gets through everything. That black sand area in the background where they've done some construction work, that is all inbound, so he's going to be in a good position for a second.
Wow.
Oh, man. Tim's going to be early as well. I mean, this is a par at best from those positions. Ooh, no, not a lot better from Tyler either. He's going to be very early. I mean, this is a rough start after our card's been doing so well. Tim here very wisely just going to pitch, not even getting to the top of the corner there. It's going to be almost making it a bogey without a really good third shot from there. Yeah, same thing from Eddie. Just can't go anywhere. Jeez.
This is going to look like it's landing right. Yeah. Oh, good. It got out.
That's his third. I mean, that's how tough this hole is. And good on Eddie to recognize that getting uber aggressive is just going to make that number climb. Just going to play for position, try to take the least amount of damage possible.
Look at this massive turnover.
That's incredibly
Hits
good.
Tyler way down there. Wow.
He might even have a decision to run that or not. I'd probably swallow my medicine there and just take a par, but he has the option.
Oh, for sure. Looks like Timothy was trying to force over something really overstable and get it to come out straighter.
Didn't quite come back in time. He's going to be at the bottom of the hill. Here's Eddie now from the right side. We haven't even gotten to Alex's drive yet, have we? He hasn't even thrown his second yet.
No. Edwards slips off a little bit, but looks like he might have an angle up to the top at least.
Yep, those stairs do lead right to the basket. Should have a window from there.
And here's Alex's approach.
Such a good drive. Oh, no! Almost. That would have been a great drive for a birdie opportunity. He's going to be at the bottom of the hill.
Yep. Trying to get it to settle up there is obviously hard. I mean, that hit a third of the way up and went all the way back down.
Yeah, this is a tough hill. Here's Tyler. That's got to sit.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Sit down.
Rollaway City. He's going to be similar distance on the other side of this hill.
That is crazy.
Alex for the birdie. Oh no!
He goes over the top. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This is a vicious anthill.
Eddie, I think this is for his bogey. I think this is his 5. He'd really like to get off this hole, but he can't afford a rollaway here.
He does have a little lane there. He's got to stay under that cabbage. It looks like it's right above his head.
Let's go.
Wow.
Huge putt from Eddie.
God, I feel great.
Great shot from him. That's such a good save.
That's like an amazing bogey feel.
Tim is very wisely saying, I'm not going to go over the hill. I'm just going to pitch up. He's got to tap in from there.
Oh, he heard it. Yep. No
No.
way.
I mean, this
I
is
can see you.
this is
I can see. I can see why more than half the field is bogeyed this hole. I think I would. At least triple, if
so.
not quad.
Yeah, I mentioned sit down. All right, I mentioned that this hole was adjusted. They went to the longer tee pad last year. They were in the tee pad in front of that kind of 2 tree gap. I guess they thought that the tee shot was too easy. I don't remember what this hole played last year, but man, that small change has just been brutal for our lead card, and as you mentioned, for the whole field.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Double for Tim. I think
I
that's
think
a
Tyler's gonna get the same.
yeah. I think it's double for him too. Oh my
Yep.
goodness. Just
We got a lot of colored squares in this hole. And we're good.
yeah, not the colors we were looking for. Hopefully, we can correct it here on hole 5, 425 feet. If you thought you were going to get a little more room in the fairway, you're wrong. It's, again, very tight here off the initial tee shot. You want to throw either a forehand position play around this little cluster of trees to the left of them or to the right of them. Anything in the fairway is fine. If you're trying to get really aggressive, you can throw a backhand to try to follow down the fairway, but I just don't see the benefit of that. I cannot imagine anyone, even on tour, reaching this hole. I just in a single tee shot. So really just play it for position, get it around the corner, and then pitch up. Ooh,
Yeah,
boy.
the ceiling's low too, which even adds more of a challenge.
It doesn't even have a Simon line to the right side where you can kind of throw hyzer over everything. Like it's all woods.
Now that first tree right there is a Mando too, so that would kind of eliminate the Simon line, I think.
Correct.
Look at this. Great sneak. Great sneak.
That's the ideal location. Should be an easy forehand approach from there. I say easy. It's tight wooded fairway, but very manageable.
A little high. Yep. Settle. Okay.
Same thing. He'll
Should
have a
be able to
forehand.
step out. Yep.
I mean, really just getting anywhere around that cluster of trees in the center of the fairway, that's great. This is not good.
Yeah.
Shank that one over. Him and Eddie are going to be way back here.
That looks like it's going to settle out nicely, though. That was a smart play to the corner right there.
Agreed. This is so bad.
Tyler's getting creative. And he ends up in the fairway, so it worked out.
Yeah, very fortunate break. He was in a real bad spot. See if he can make some magic happen from back here, save his par potentially.
Ooh.
It's going to be a bit short there. Circles to edge.
Eddie's trying to get it up there.
Jeez, come on.
There we go. Great. Great settle.
Good recovery from his initial tee shot.
In our first forehand from Alex, I believe.
Yes. You can kind of see him swinging a little bit to try to kind of keep his pain in management there, kind of keep it in check. But great result. He's going to be sitting right next to Eddie.
Yeah, it was amazing speed control. Look at this one, too. Just perfect speed control coming into the green.
Tim says anything.
That's why they're pros.
Yeah, he says anything you can do, I can also get it closer. From downtown, can Tyler save this par?
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tyler.
Two fists in the
That's how
air.
yeah, look at the smile. Yeah, come on. That's a big relief after the double bug on the previous hole. Kind of gets him back on track.
Yeah, limits damage. He's a pretty stoic person, too, in general. I don't see him smile a lot. And so, like, to see a smile on his face, you know he liked it. All right, that's going to move us over to hole 6. And, like, you know, the beginning of the course, you had some open shots here. We're just going to continue the trend of tight wooded fairways here at Tillman Park. This one is 436 feet. Again, very difficult to reach the basket here. You want to throw something backhand on hyzer, flip up a little bit to make it around this kind of jaded corner. And then once you get past that, it's a poke and pray from there, off your drive at least, to try to get into the basket. There's two more open fairways up the middle and on the left side. Not a lot of people try to go for the right. It's pretty plinko heavy on that side.
Always appreciative of a little nature shack behind the basket. It's a good backdrop.
I forgot to mention, too, there is like a river running along the back end of that hole there. Alex just gets a great drive out there.
Wow. There are people still up by the basket. He scared them.
I didn't even think you could get there. I mean, without a forehand like from Anthony Barella, but Alex says he can get there with a backhand. Tim's going to
see that one settle.
Yeah, turned it over a little bit. We'll see where he ended up exactly for his second shot when we get to him. This looks good.
Oh, what a kiss. Oh, I thought it kicked it down the fairway even more.
He's going to be that little opening. He might be able to get around that corner and give himself a putt. It's going to be tough, though. And he's somewhere.
Yeah, we didn't see it come down.
Hopefully he's got a look there. Tim just off the fairway. It's going to go forehand.
Still had space for a swing, though. Didn't look like it got up there.
Yep, circle 2. I mean, that's pretty good from that position. Couldn't ask for a whole lot more. Maybe a lower shot would have gone towards the basket a little bit better.
Get up there. Oh.
We'll take that.
Oh, he's going to be... Yeah, he's got an open line.
Good height on his approach.
Easy par.
Yeah, good height on the approach, but didn't quite have the angle needed to kind of push the distance there. Looks like Eddie's just kind of trying to follow the same. Yeah.
Oh, he gets circles 1.
Yeah, I think that's right in there, right on the edge. And here's Alex, who's making decisions on how to run this.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Yeah, an eagle look here is incredible. And that's a pretty honest bid.
Yeah, and I didn't want to say anything, but no eagles on this hole, so I didn't want to jinx it, but crazy.
I don't think that's too surprising. To get down there is just a huge pump and very tight fairway. Oh. Tyler almost with a chance to save another par, but not quite high enough there.
Hole did play under par for the day, at least. Couple double bogeys, but lots of birdies, like the man just got.
That's a little surprising to me. I would have figured this hole played at par or worse. I'm a little surprised by that. Got a made putt there from Tyler.
Played it as the 7th easiest hole.
I guess that's not too surprising. In my mind, I thought Tyler was putting for bogey. He's actually putting for par because it was his second that got around the corner. So I guess it's not too surprising as long as you're not deep in the woods.
Since 2015, Great Lakes Disc has been supporting players at all levels, from local leagues and events to professional disc golfers on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Visit GreatLakesDisc.com to learn more.
Hole 7 now, 262 feet. Don't let the distance fool you. This is a tough hole. River on the left side, so if you get a nasty kick, that's OB that you have to watch out for. And then for the hole itself, you can throw a forehand or backhand turnover approach into this elevated kind of on another hill basket. There's a couple logs you see in the background on the right side there. There is a drop off behind it. No OB over there, but it can definitely leave you with a very tough putt.
Slide. All right.
That'll putt. think the backhand's a little bit better of a play than the forehand, but I'm certain Brad Schick probably parked this hole with a forehand and made me look foolish when I just said that.
All right, Timothy. Can you sneak down there?
Ooh, see, that's why I don't like the forehand a lot. It's just so many little tiny trees if you get off the fairway. I think the backhand just shapes really well for that turnover backhand. Oh, and then
Yeah. Ooh.
as soon as I say that, then Tyler doesn't find the line.
Yeah. A little commentator's curse right
yeah.
there, but
Oh, yeah.
let's get Tyler to get one up there now.
Good one. Gets inside, almost the bullseye, probably 10 feet, 8 feet, somewhere in there. Big run.
Oh.
That might
Let's
be...
hope he's got a lane.
Yeah, that might be tricky depending how far he went in. Alex and Eddie are almost on top of each other. Eddie's a little closer, I guess. Sit down.
Sit.
Very fortunate break for Alex there, not to roll away or miss high and go over there. He's going to tap in a par. Take a look here at Tim's spot. He's got some obstructions to work with here to try to save a par. See if he can manage this.
Settle. Yep.
Yeah, tough spot. Unfortunate break from him.
Yeah, this is a hard 262-foot hole. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Eddie being a good sport, letting him tap in because Tim had to climb out of the jungle there.
Yeah.
With the chance for the
Nothing wrong being...
solo birdie here?
Oh.
Okay, I need to stop talking because apparently my curse is real effective.
So hole 7 played at a dead even.
Okay.
Meaning it scored as a 3. And
Okay.
it's a 3. So earlier in the round we had our card score a lot better than a hole. And this one we scored kind of right on it with a lot of pars.
All right, moving on to hole 8, par 4. This is one of my favorite holes in this course. 480 feet. Your plays here are to throw a first position shot. If you have a little more power, you can get around this corner, but really you just need to get through this kind of double gated. It looks like it's a double mando. It's not. You just need to get through this up to the corner here. It's then going to take a 45-degree turn down the second fairway before it turns one more time, 45 degrees to get to the basket. I could see an absolute monster smash maybe getting to the basket with enough height and a lot of luck, but really you just want to get around that first corner with a drive if you can. That's a great position. Then it's just an easy upshot from there. The green, the only thing that's dangerous, there's a drop off behind the basket, but usually people just leave it short to make sure they can avoid that obstacle.
Look at this. After all that discussion and all that description of what not to do, Alex just steps up there and says, I'll show you what to do exactly.
Yes. Alex does not need my long-winded hole descriptions. Unfortunate kick there from Eddie, though. I think he's on the edge, though, so he should be able to pitch around the corner and then have his upshot from there. So par still in play from him there. This needs to get around the corner. It's not going to. That's the danger. Going too early is rough, and all the rough here is bad.
This hole reminds me of a hole out in Bond Lake in western New York. It's a very challenging par 4, almost a dead left angle in this case, similar to a right angle, if you will. With a really thin fairway through the woods. I mean, this is a challenge, and that was a smart play right there.
Agreed. Tim just using the overhand to get himself forward, up the fairway, and still beyond the fairway. Whoa. Eddie looked like...
Okay, we saw a little flash. He's gonna be able to at least see the fairway.
Yeah, I think he was kind of fortunate. I think he was trying to get really aggressive towards the basket and went 2 inside. He's going to be right on the edge, though.
Look at this control. Look at this. That was a great shot by Timothy.
That's the second one where he's put it right by the basket, too. His touch game is very good in the woods.
This is Alex's second shot.
Get around it.
Just split them?
Yeah, he split him and then kicked left, so he's going to be in the woods a little bit there. Tyler inside.
Tyler's going overhand.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean, I can't tell how aggressive he's trying to be from here. Oh, a little aggressive.
He lands in the fairway.
Yep. Good one from Eddie there. Just pitched it around the corner, got himself within 12 feet. He's going to have a tap-in par from there.
I think Tyler he feels this one. Come on. Get in there. Oh.
Careful on that hill. Okay, it's tap. Phew. Making me nervous.
Alex is in the thick of it, if you will.
Oh, it's a good
All
bid.
right, that's good. Yep, tap in par. Nothing wrong with that.
How'd this hole play in the field?
Well, this hole played, it had just as many birdies as double bogeys, so that's an interesting stat. Majority of the group parred or bogeyed.
Okay.
We'll say that played .25 over par.
All right. One of the big score separator holes on the course. As many double bogeys as birdies.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, Alex is having a good time skipping down there, tapping his butt.
Gotta be positive.
What a fun guy. All right, that's going to move us on to hole 9, 575 feet. And so I like hole 8 a lot. I think hole 9 might be my favorite hole in the course. It's another dogleg left. So first off, your tee shot here, you need to throw something really stable up and around the corner here, just in front of those trees on the right side. Let it kind of push down this hill a little bit, but not too far, because then there's a drop off and an OB ditch in front of you. Then you have to do a carry over the ditch into a very tight wooded fairway that's tunnels all the way to the basket, which opens up to the back 9 of the course. Love this hole. I imagine this probably plays as over par and as one of the harder holes in the course.
Yeah, it does play over par, and it is challenging, if you will. It is the second most challenging
Oh, okay.
hole on the course. So we played the first, the second, and the fourth most hardest holes within the last 5 holes on this course.
Oh, wow. Very similar to the last course we played where things got pretty hairy for a short chunk of the course. I will say the back 9 opens up a little bit more. We see a little more open tee shots and before we go back in the woods at the very end. So probably...
Yeah, it's almost a flip-flop.
Yeah. Probably explains why this front 9 plays a little tougher than the back 9 there. Tyler gets caught up early. First 2 guys are in pretty decent position, but Tyler's going to get caught early there. He'll have a decision to make whether he lays up or not. Yeah. Great shot from Tim there. It looks like a layup here from Tyler.
That's a great placement shot.
Doesn't even try to push the cliff edge. Just gets himself dead center so he can have the best possible angle for his next shot. Alex is thinking green here. Wants to throw something, flip to flat, let her finish straight. Anything right and left can be potentially dangerous. Yeah, a little right side there. We'll see what he can make happen from there. Probably out of position for a birdie, though.
Wonder how far he's going to be able to push up. Go, go. Oh.
See, I told you, it's just slightly off right and left, and you're going to be in trouble. There's one fairway, only one that you can hit.
Very, very thin fairway.
And Tim hit that fairway, but with too much stability, and that's going to hyzer out into the rough there on the left side of the fairway.
Oh, keep bending.
Push, push, push. Yeah.
Wow. That was a really good shot.
And the placement play seems to have paid off. It's going to put him in circle 20 feet at the most for his par save. Here's Eddie from way downtown.
Good settle. Good control. Good speed. Worth the run.
Yeah. How many birdies were on this hole?
Overall, we had 4
Okay.
total.
That checks out. One of them might be
little
coming
ramp.
up.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Maybe.
deep circle one, but it's a circle one putt there for Tim. This is our only chance, last chance for a birdie here. Come on.
Alex says put it up in the air. Yeah, we've all been there. All right.
Nice.
There we go. But that was for par, not
Yep.
birdie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
second shot wasn't quite straight enough for him to get that birdie look, but I think this is going to be 4 pars because Tyler saved very well for his third shot. 4 birdies, you said, overall in the field. That checks out. This hole plays pretty tough. But I like it a lot. I think there's a lot of good things going on for this hole. It probably would be a little better if the fairway going to the basket was a little wider, but for what the hole is, I like it a lot. I think it demands a lot out of the players and isn't completely unfair. So I really like this hole a lot personally. But that's going to do it for our front 9 holes at this course. We're going to take a quick look at our scores. We have Alex at neg 11 overall, Eddie at neg 10 overall, Tim and Tyler just a little bit step back there. Tyler kind of pumped the brakes on birdies there after his double on the anthill hole. See if he can make a good run here on the back 9 with the other fellas. Brian, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a blast.
Yes, it has.
I can't wait to see what happens and how this card shapes up and how the rest of the tournament shapes out. But you're going to have to find out with us when we come back with the back 9 of round 2 in just a second.